Well, shalom everybody. Ariel Bartzadok here from the Kosher Torah School, found online at koshertorah.com. It is the 7th of August, 2019. It's a Wednesday. We are in the week counting down to the commemoration of the destruction of the temples and the fast day of Tisha B'Av. Now, during this week, people do all kinds of traditional observances which try to get them into the mood of being into the spirit of destruction and badness, all right? Literally, they don't shower, they don't wear clean clothing, a whole bunch of different things. Now, these traditions have been passed down for a long, long time. We don't insult or degrade them, but yet we have to be practical and realistic in context of our modern world and going to work and living amongst other people. So, for those of you who are of the Jewish persuasion, who are Torah observant, I suggest you consult your rabbis and not necessarily extremist fundamentalists and radicals whose intent is to try to get you disconnected from the real world. Our job here at the Kosher Torah School is, of course, to reconnect you to that real world. And the real world of which we talk about isn't just the physical world standing all around us, but the inner world, the inner reality, what the Kabbalists call the Du Partzufim, which is not from the language of the Ari now, but earlier. It's the language saying the dual reality in which we live. We call it the physical and the spiritual. So you see where I'm at right now. I'm out in the middle of nature, sitting out here in my good old Walmart bought chair and just hanging out and relaxing in one of the local city parks. I'm actually in my old areas of Knoxville, Tennessee, down here for multiple reasons. One of which, of course, is to say goodbye to a dearly departed friend, Isidro Chavez. Ruach Adonai Tahanenu Magan Eden. But anyway, great man, good man, righteous Gentile, came with his family and joined us here in Tennessee from Midland, Texas. Recently passed away, and again, we send our condolences and love to his family and our support. But now, with that being said, let me share with you something I told his widow. I said, remember something. Souls are never gone. There's no heaven and hell in which we, go places. We live in a multiple reality. And those other realities in which we exist, we're blocked off from because our conscious minds are placing too focused on the outside without focusing on the inside. Well, in our Merkava traditions, we teach about how to focus on the inside, how to attach and merge the worlds together. This is what we call yichud, or joining together. And in that respect, souls, they don't die, bodies die. Soul connections are never disconnected, they're always connected. Indeed, it is taught in ancient literature that the souls on the other side are very well aware of what goes on with us here. You call that heaven? Knowing all the trouble that we are still in down here? I don't know. And they pray for us. And if it wasn't for their prayers in that higher and greater reality, well, we'd be in a whole bunch more trouble than we are. But this is the great thing now. When we talk about Ma'aseh Merkava and the course that I'm offering you right now, this isn't to have great wild experiences of chariots like Ezekiel did in the Bible. That in itself is an archetype, a psychological archetype. When we experience the Merkava today, we don't see it in the same way as did he. He, Ezekiel, the man, he lived in ancient Babylon, in a Chaldean culture. And therefore, the spiritual or otherworldly experiences that came to him astrally, his mind interpreted it within the context of his culture. And that explains the descriptions in the first chapter of Ezekiel. When you and I have an experience of the Merkava, we see it differently. Well, you're interested in your own experiences? Take my course. The Classic Secrets of the Ma'aseh Merkava. The book is based on Masechet Atzilut, an ancient text, and I teach you practical, realistic things, what to do, and how to understand the world in which we live in. As for techniques, I already taught you. I already offered you the course in the Kabbalah of Spiritual Contact. It's still available, full price this time, but maybe towards Elul, coming up in a few weeks in countdown to the high holidays, maybe we'll put it on a discount again for you guys. We have other courses starting real soon. Mysteries of Genesis, other prophetic meditative courses, which rather than teach from a book, I'm just going to sit out here and I'm going to teach you directly. Because bottom line is, we need to be set free. It's become a motto of mine over and over again. Moses said to Pharaoh, "Let my people go." And I say to you, let my people know. We need to learn these things. We need to practice these things. We need to experience these things. We need to change our consciousness. And that by doing so, change the world around us. So for my dear friends, the Chavez family, you know our heart and our soul is always with you. And dearly departed Isidro is not departed at all. He's always dear to us and will always be with us. And especially to those who are near and dear inside. And also all of you. You have dearly departed ones, remember something. Their souls are never disconnected. And if you learn the ways and the meditations, we don't do seances and weird stuff like that, but you'll recognize soul connections of the essence of truth. That's part of our Ma'aseh Merkava experience. Take the course, guys. Learn, experience these things for yourselves. Make your lives better. Transform the world around us. Ariel Bartzitok here from the Kosher Torah School. Looking forward to seeing you online. Kol Tuv. Shalom.